So I collared you, Troy, Mr. Coleman.
You follow me back on Instagram.
Okay, I can't even argue with that.
Do you know what I mean? So now
A lot of people, I don't follow a lot of people back.
She's trying to get stop.
I was about to bait him up. You know what? Listen, Birmingham, we can have this. We can have it. Because I was saying, I was the one that collared you to make sure you get all of the interviews. I didn't even know you was BCB. I would have jumped on you.
Yeah, I'm BCB.
You know I love that gym. Because I've been in there loads of times.
I've seen you there. I'm just in the background, just chipping away.
Clearly not in the background. I know you want to get off to Mom. He's given everyone so much of his time, but he's got to me now. And he's like, oh, can you be quick?
Save the best or last.
Listen, that performance... What did you think going into the fight? How did you think it was going to map out?
I always believed I was going to win.
All right.
But
that's a good start.
But I had a chip on my shoulder, man.
Why?
Because I can sense people's energy. Do you know what I mean? So I could just sense people was thinking like,
who is it?
Going to win? Who's this? Do you know what I mean? And I hate that shit, man. Like, look, I trained with Tyler.
Yep.
I had my debut when Tyler fought for an English title, and he got stopped in that fight. That was 7 years ago. Look at what Tyler's done from there. I look at these lads in the gym, they're my friends, but they're inspiration as well, do you know what I mean? So, people need to understand, man, like, we're just men or girls fighting in the ring. Each night is different, do you know what I mean? And you can have bad nights, you can have good nights. You gotta just believe in yourself, and do you know what, yeah, like, I'm guilty of not fully believing in myself as well, but in my last two, like, you have them doubts, you know, naturally. But my last two fights now, I beat two undefeated fighters. They're both 12-0. People both ripped me off, and now look, but I'm getting interviews in October.
Behave. You know what is, you know how weird this is? This is very deja vu, like, because this sounds like the conversations I used to have with Tyler. So it seems like, and listen, I'm from Birmingham, I know you guys are from Warsaw, but at the end of the day, we're all next door to each other. I understand what it's like when people just look at you and write you off.
Yeah.
And you have to graft the hardest. Sometimes it's in silence, sometimes people see it, but I get it.
Yeah, man.
I've come into places where people are like, who's she? What does she think she's... And I get it.
I love what you're doing, man. Like, I see what you're doing, man. It's good.
Well, I love what you did in there, and that's what I want to talk to you about. The fight was going at a certain pace. It was teetering a bit. Then all of a sudden, I heard Errol shout out some commands.
He might have slapped me, you know.
Screaming.
Yeah, I think he might have slapped me. I think he's the one who did my eye.
And you put your foot on the gas.
Yeah.
But the reaction of that was your opponent putting his foot on the gas, and it was literally going one way, then he went back to his. I want you to talk me through that part of the fight.
Yeah, well, all I know is Errol was having a go at me most of the fight. I definitely wasn't throwing enough in there, but the thing is, I was kind of buying my time, because I knew Brad had gone past 3 rounds in 3 of his last fights. He stopped everyone within 3 rounds. I've been 10 rounds up 4 times, no problem. So that was one thing I had no question about myself, and I knew he was going to have naturally, because he hasn't been there. So I was always, even in the corner, I was saying to Errol, I'm just waiting. He was like, yeah, but don't wait. And then he had that shot where he caught me in round 6. And I'll be completely honest with you, like, about the shot, he didn't rock me, but it made me, you know, a little bit, and it gave him the confidence.
Correct.
And then with that confidence and with his corner, he was going on and swinging. But all I was thinking in my head is, this guy's going to punch himself out.
I said the same thing. I was sat ringside. I said, he's going to punch himself out. He's throwing too much.
That's all I was thinking in my head.
So you can think that at the time when you're seeing it?
Oh, yeah, I was completely thinking, like, okay, do it like this. But then I was thinking, yeah, but no one else knows that. Do you know what I mean? Like, people could be stopping the fight. Do you know what I mean? So I can hear Errol shouting, throw the odd shot. And then I just kept seeing how wild he was being. At the end of the round, then I just threw that uppercut. And man, that uppercut was nice, wasn't it? Like, he was on the bell. He was completely on the bell. The referee didn't count it. It is what it is. But I've watched it back, and it was bang on the bell. And do you know what? Yeah, like, I'm speaking out of happiness, but Brad's a good guy as well. And
I saw that. And the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, and the both of you taking a picture.
It kind of feels like bad to be happy, but I'm happy because I've been through a lot of shit, do you know what I mean? So to all fighters out there, like I said beginning of this interview, like I said to Brad in the ring, you've seen my career, like don't worry about this stupid loss and what people think. Just get back in the gym, still believe in yourself. And look, I've just won on Sky Sports and stopped a guy people thought was going to do me in 3 rounds.
Tyler Denny-esque. It's the same.
Tyler Denny method, man. Like, I've got to shout out my brother every time. And he's on next, man, so
I know,
we've got to wrap this up soon,
I know. Listen, all right, we've said it about the bell. It was just like the bell had
What do you think?
I asked the question because I wasn't sure. Because I heard the bell, but then it was weird. It's really, when it's that close, you know, but whatever. The ref discounted it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you got on and you did the job. I didn't think that he'd recovered, but it was a really good performance. And I've just said to him, I said, no matter who won or lost in this fight, us fans were entertained, and that's what we want. We want entertaining fights.
And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do, yeah, man, for sure.
Are you going to do a rematch?
Rematch, I don't know. We're just gonna see what my team says. I'm not the businessman or the manager man. I'm just the guy who just fights.
Watch it again.
Yeah, if people want to watch it again and they want to give me some mullah, then we'll go again.
I'm sure you'll get some sponsorships for this.
I mean, maybe put a different title on the line because I don't want to go backwards. Like I said, I beat Tom Cowlin, a 12-0 lad, on his doorstep.
Yeah.
And then I've just come and beat a lad who I was the underdog against again. So they put me against 2 lads now who potentially you thought I was going to lose, and I can't just keep defending a Midlands title, man. I want to progress.
Oh my God, this is deja vu of Tyler Denny. I'm telling you, I'm having deja vu. This is.
Hey, Tyler's my boy, man.
But you know what? He always kept that underdog mentality, and it got him to where it got him. It's not a bad thing to have that. Don't be insecure, be confident, but still have that. But yeah, I could lose, but so what? I'm going to keep going anyway. Tyler said to me, look, I don't want to be on the small horse shows anymore. I don't want to go back to Walsall Town Hall. I remember him saying that.
That's where we had that's where my debut was. That's where he went for the English, I remember,
So this is what I'm saying, so just dream big.
Yeah, man, I'm going to keep dreaming.
I need to follow you back on Instagram. Sorry.
Yes, please. Yes,
I'll
please.
follow you back.
Then I've made it.
Behave. Just congratulations.
Thank you,
we were entertained. Go and sit with Mom, and I'll see you at watching the Tyler Denny fight in a bit.
Thank you.
Congratulations and well done.
Thank you.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.